Hello everyone, today we are doing number 8, 9, and 10. If you see me look over this way, it's because my band book is right here, just like you have your band book on your music stand. Mine is over here, and I look at it right there. I have it right there in front of me, but if you see me looking to the side, that's why. I also have my handy tuner, which you're going to learn a lot about in the coming months, and I use this all the time to stay in tune with you. We are doing number 8, 9, and 10, and these are green eggs and ham notes, but with a breath in between. And if you look at the very top of your page, you'll see it looks like a little apostrophe, and it says breath mark. And right under that, it says take a breath. So what I would like you to look at right now is in number 8, again on page 7, Number 8, it says a breath of fresh air. Now I want you to notice there are 2 whole notes, or 2 green egg and hams side by side, and there's a little apostrophe or comma looking symbol between them. That is a breath mark. Whenever you see one of those, take a breath. Speaking of breath, let's get into breath, because air is the fuel behind every instrument you play. So, also, let's include a little bit of what I call tonguing inside this breathing exercises we do. Because how does someone on an instrument, when they're playing, like my saxophone here, how do they make this sound? How do they tongue those notes? When you're playing a song like... how do you make those specific little sounds? Some of you might already be tonguing really well. You might already be making those specific sounds. And some people, I have noticed, some students, they can right away figure it out, and others take some time. So let's do a little exercise in our breathing that helps the tonguing. Okay, first of all, let's do sips. Do you remember how we sipped in one of the last videos? Let's take 2 sips. Ready, go. Whew, let all that air out. Just relax. Now, we're going to take a sip, and then we're going to exhale all that air like this. Go ahead and watch for a bit. You're going to say tss over and over, but put your hand in front of your mouth, and I want you to imagine that you're hitting a piece of air. You're hitting a piece of paper that's on your hand, okay? And make that air just keep hitting the piece of paper. Ready? Sip, and then paper. Another way we will tackle this is I want you to do this. Imagine that your hand is a wall, and on that wall is a piece of paper. And you have to blow for 6 seconds to make that piece of paper stay on the wall so it doesn't fall down. For example, if you blew and then turned away, the paper would fall down. Can you keep the paper against the wall for 6 seconds? Let's take 2 sips and keep the paper against the wall by blowing on it. Ready? If you really did it, you're probably out of breath right now. You're probably feeling, like you just expended a lot of air. Let's do it again. And there's a reason we're doing this. Because on page 7, we have whole notes. And how do we play, green egg and hams? Is it greens, egg, and hams, or green eggs and hams? I'm not sure. But how do you play 2 of them? How do you have enough breath in there to play through them and tongue them? That's why we're doing this. Here we are, double sip, and then blow on your hand for 6 seconds. Ready? Okay, now while you're taking a break, we're going to do that again one more time, only instead of one long blow, we're going to include tss, tss, where your tongue is hitting the roof of your mouth, just like you when you say the word tongue or T. I want you to say T and think about where your tongue is hitting the roof of your mouth. T, T, T. Now whisper it really loud. T, T, T. Now keep the air blowing so the air never stops, the paper never falls off your hand. You should feel your stomach muscles crunching down low. You should feel constant pressure pushing this air out. In fact, to remember that pressure, and don't worry, we're getting ready to play very soon. To remember that pressure, let's do what we call the blow pop. Double sip and then blow pop. Ready? Blow pop. Whew. Did you feel all that pressure pushing on your hand? Now, you're going to use that pressure. You're going to tss, 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 as we do this one last time. Double sip and paper. Woo! That takes a lot of air. When you're done with this video today, go put a piece of paper up next to the wall and see how long you can blow on it. You know, be about 6 inches away from the wall as you do it. Okay, now we are moving into why are we even on this page today? Well, learning how to play these green egg and hams, and the bottom of the page, which is going to be in the next video, learning to do what's called half notes, and I'll tell you how we count those next time, is important on the next page when you play hot cross buns. Hot cross buns, right? That song, and it's a fun one. You've all heard it before. All right, get ready. Let's go. Okay, on number 8, look at the very first note. And you learned that note in another video on page 6, number 1. I want you to take that note and finger it on your instrument and play it for 6 seconds, but using that pressure that you used when we sip and blow popped. Okay, here we are, 6 seconds. 1, 2, ready? All right, I was tapping my foot for 6 times. I call that 6 seconds. I really should have said beats. So let's go 6 beats this time. Ready? Tap your foot 6 times. 1, 2, 6 beats, go. Okay, now let's learn to tongue. I so wish I could jump through this camera and be right there with you and help you learn how to tongue. Tonguing is done inside the mouth, and I can't see inside your mouth. I can only tell you what to do. And it's different for brass and woodwinds. So, a reed player is going to take the tip of your tongue and hit the tip of the reed. Okay, so like you say ta, 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 instead of ta, ta, you put the tongue instead of the roof of your mouth on the tip of the reed. So, ha, ha, ha. It's some of it you will come naturally. Some of you will have to have some work. And if you're in band currently, ask your band director how to tongue and have him or her help you along with that. Now, brass players, so tuba, trombone, French horn, and trumpet, you are going to be more of a thu. And your tongue is going to hit the back of your teeth. So when you are blowing, when you're buzzing your lips, you're going to tap the back of your teeth to get that ta-ta-ta sound. And if it's not happening now, I promise you it will. Keep trying. Okay, here we are. Number 8, everyone. I see 2 green egg and hams separated by a breath mark. So let me demonstrate the first 2 measures for you before we go on so you can see how the breath mark works. 1, 2, Kingsley. Yeah. I played the note for 4 foot taps. Green eggs and ham. I took a fast sip, and then I played another one. And then you'll notice in the music there's a cotton candy. And then there's 2 more notes. Then there's a cotton candy, and then there's 2 more notes. And you will see that number 8, 9, and 10 on this page all have the same rhythmic pattern. 2 green egg and hams, followed by cotton candy. And there's breath marks between the notes. Here we go. Let's go. Number 8, finger that note, sitting on the front edge of your chair. You're going to fill up the room with sound. And here we go. 1, 2, 3. Cotton candy. Cotton candy. Ah, there we go. You know what? I made 2 mistakes in demonstrating that for you. One was I didn't take a breath on the very last breath mark. And the other one was you heard a little squeak happen. That happens, you know. But here we go. Let's do this one again. We are on number 8. This time really make your foot, either your toe tap or your heel tap. Push your foot down into the ground. Doesn't matter your left or right foot. I personally tap my right foot when I'm sitting down. And I push my toe onto the ground and I tap my heel. That's just how I like to do it. I wonder how you like to do it. Here we are, number 8 again. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Okay. Now we're moving on to number 9, side by side. And you'll notice that side by side is the same rhythm, but the notes are different. So how about you pause this video, go look at each measure and figure out what that note is, even say the name of the note. So if you're a trumpet, clarinet, or tenor saxophone, you'd be looking at number 9 and you would say the first note is E and the second note is D. If you're a trombone, flute, or tuba, or a mallet player, the first note is a D, the second note is a C. I hesitate to say a lot of that because you each have different notes, but make sure you name each note out loud and then finger it on your instrument. So whatever that note is, push those fingers down or push that valve down. All right, pause it now and do that. Here we are, number 9, side by side. Keep that foot tapping, keep your eyes moving. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're getting there. We are getting there. Take about a few seconds here to get your breath. Sitting on the front edge of your chair. We're going to play number 9 side by side again. Tapping that foot. 1, 2, ready. Woo! All right, that was number 8 and 9. We're almost done. Here's number 10. Take a few seconds here, pause this video, and go look at each measure and name the note out loud and finger it. Ready, go. Okay, so here we go. Number 10, 2 by 2. 1, 2, ready? 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. All right. Okay, remember you're taking a big sip through your teeth in between each measure, in between the two notes where the breath mark is. Here we are, number 10. We are on the down, we're on the end stretch here. Is it end stretch? Down stretch. I don't know. Here we go. Tapping that foot. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Woo! There we are. We did number 8, 9, and 10. You have been playing a lot of notes, long notes. It takes a lot of air to do that. But as I will often say, make sure you're having fun. So let's have a little fun now to end this video today. I see 3 notes in these 3 different songs. So here's what I would like you to do. Play the first note of number 8. Play the first note of number 10. And then the last note of number 10. So the first note of number 8, and then the first and last note of number 10. I'm going to play it. You figure out how long to play each note, and then you play it back to me. I'm going to tap my foot. I play it, then you play it. 1, 2, me, then you. Did you figure it out? I played each note for 4 beats. Now you try it. 1, 2, ready, go. Now you did that by yourself, not with me. This time, let's do it again. You and me together. 1, 2, ready. Woo! Okay, now I'm going to change the rhythm. I'll play it, and then you play it. Only this time, you play it with me. Me first. 1, the same 3 notes. Same order. 1, 2, ready. Got it? Ready, go. Woo! Let's do that again. 1, 2, ready. Yeah, you got it. Those are the first 3 notes to Hot Cross Buns. And it's the first 3 notes to Mary Had a Little Lamb. Yeah. In fact, let's do this. Now play each note for just 1 beat or 1 foot tap. I'll demonstrate. Okay? Me first and then you. Ready, me. Together, ready? Yeah. Let's do it again. 1, 2, ready? All right. Now, if I was you and I was about to turn this video off, this is what I would do. I would take the first note, the second, and the third note that we've been doing, and I would have fun with them. turn it into this. I'm just going to spend 15, 20 seconds in front of you having a lot of fun. Woo! Or what if you went back up instead of ta, 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 ta? What if you went back up? Now go do that. Everyone go do that and have fun with it. And try to figure out Mary Had a Little Lamb. Ta, 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 ta. Can you see where you're going? Music is not just on the page. It's a lot of it is in your head and having fun with it. All right, everybody. You have practiced green, egg, and hams. I still don't know how to say that really well. But you've done whole notes that are side by side with a breath mark in between. You did number 8, 9, and 10. If you need practice again on it, stop this video, and it's always okay to go back and do it again. A whole note or a green, egg, and ham, if you look down on number 13 has some notes you haven't seen yet, but it also has a green, egg, and ham. And that's why we're learning to do this. Also, if you were to turn the page, go on to page 8, you'll see on hot cross buns, you'll see a whole note, a green, egg, and ham in there as well. All right. You are doing awesome. I can just tell. I just know you are. Even if you're making mistakes, even if notes are crackling, it doesn't matter. Because the fact that you're putting effort into it, there's going to come a point when the crackle goes away. Do you remember that time in math class? No matter what grade you're in or were in, and you were doing a problem and there was a bunch of it you just couldn't figure out, you just didn't understand. Oh, duh. Okay, I got it. That moment comes in every problem that you try to tackle and solve. And as you keep putting air through your instrument, you keep practicing, you keep playing along with me in sharps and flats, those crackles and the wrong notes are going to go away. What's most important is that you're building up muscle, you're building up your breath, and you're learning your fingers and your notes. All right? See ya. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay sharp.
Thank you.